Hi guys, Heather here from Cozy Creative Crochets, and in this tutorial I will be showing you how to make the Valentine's Day bag. This is a really cute bag for Valentine's Day or for any time with the cute little heart. You can make it in for a toddler with bulky weight yarn or an adult with super bulky weight yarn. In this tutorial, you will need either some super bulky weight yarn or bulky weight yarn, a jumbo weight faux fur, I used Lion brand, a pair of scissors, a threading needle, and 11.5 millimeter hook. Okay, let's get started. Okay, first we're going to start off with a magic circle. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to add 2 more double crochets. We're going to chain 2. And we're going to add 3 double crochets. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to do this 2 more times. Okay, once finished, we're going to join with a slip stitch to the chain 2 that you began with. And we are done with our first round. Okay, to begin our second round, we're going to slip stitch again in the second DC. Okay, and now we're going to work 8 DC in the chain 2 space. Then we're going to chain 1. And in the next chain 2 space, we're going to work a single crochet and then chain 1. We're going to skip 1 DC, and then we're going to work 2 single crochet in the next DC. And then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work another 2 single crochet in that same DC. And then before we move forward on the pattern, I did forget to say that you need stitch markers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our stitch marker, or you can use a piece of yarn, whatever you have on hand, and we're going to mark the chain 1 space that you made between the 2 single crochets. Okay, and then we're going to work a single crochet and chain 1 in the next chain 2 space. And then we're going to work 8 DC in the next chain 2 space. You're going to end with a chain 1, and we're going to join with a slip stitch in the second DC from the first round. Okay, and now we're going to fasten off. Okay, and now we're going to work on the granny square part. So we're going to take our faux fur and we're going to attach it to the chain 1 space that we put our stitch marker in. Okay, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work a single crochet in that same chain 1 space. Okay, and working in the back loops only, we're going to work an HDC in the next DC. And then we're going to work a DC in the next DC. And then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to repeat, but in reverse. So in the next stitch, we're going to work a DC. I'm going to work an HDC in the next DC. And I'm going to work 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 DC. And then we're going to chain 2. And we're going to work 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 DCs. Now we're going to work an HDC in the place we finished the round. I'm going to repeat this same process on the other side. Okay, and then once finished, we're going to join with a slip stitch and we are going to fasten off. Okay, now once we're finished with our granny square, our heart granny square, we are going to make the sides of our bags. So to do that, we're going to take our either a super bulky weight yarn or our bulky weight yarn, and we're going to attach it to the chain 2 space. And then we're going to chain 2, and that counts as our first DC. And then we're going to DC in each stitch along the side. And you should end the row with a DC in the chain 2 space on the other corner. Stitch count doesn't really matter here, and I'll show you why later. Yeah, as long as you filled all your stitches going across. And then you go into chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. And then we're going to work a slip stitch in each DC across. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to work a DC in each slip stitch, working in the bottom back loop. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. And we're going to work a slip stitch in each DC. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to work a DC in each slip stitch, working in the back bottom loop. And we're going to continue this until we have 4 rows of DC. Okay, now we're going to fasten off, and we're going to repeat this same process on the other side. Once finished with both sides, I'm going to show you how to make that triangle look. So first we're going to fold one of the sides to make a triangle. And now we're going to flip it so you could see the DCs. So I flipped it to the back so you can work in those DCs. And we're going to first attach our yarn to the first DC and the side of the DC on the other side. And we're not going to have exact stitch counts, so you're going to do your best. I figured 2 DC per side DC would work. So you're just going to chain 1 and you're just going to attach the best you can. So we're going to work in the DC and then we're going to attach it to one of the DC sides or the slip stitches, whatever works. So you're just going to keep doing that all the way across until it's all attached. Okay, now we're going to fasten off. Okay, and we're going to repeat this same process on the other side. Okay, once finished attaching both sides, we are going to start working on the back panel. So we're going to need our faux fur. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a slip knot and then we're going to chain up 9. Okay, and then in the second chain from the hook, we're going to work a single crochet, and in each chain across for a total of 8 single crochet. And then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to turn our work, and we're going to work a single crochet in each single crochet for a total of 8 single crochet. And we're going to repeat this until we have a total of 6 rows. And now we're going to attach our faux fur square to the sides. So we're just going to go through the first stitch on both, and we're going to chain 1, and then we're just going to slip stitch the best we can down the side. Find the bottom easier because then you can work in each stitch. So once you're done with the side, then we're going to go along the bottom, and then we're going to go back up the other side, leaving the top unworked. And now I'm going to weave in all my ends, and once I'm finished, I will meet you back here. Okay, and now we're going to work on the strap for our bag. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our faux fur yarn and we're going to pick a spot to connect to. So one of the end DCs, and we're going to chain one, and then we're going to work a single crochet in that same DC. We're going to chain one, we're going to turn our work, and then you're going to work a single crochet in that single crochet, and then you're going to chain one, you're going to turn your work, and you're going to repeat this all the way until you're satisfied with the length of your strap. And I will meet you back here when you're all done. Okay, once finished, what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook and you're going to attach it to any DC on your on the other corner, and you're just going to do a slip stitch to join, and we're going to fasten off. Just a little tip, instead of using a threading needle, I find just making a few knots with the faux fur and then fastening off works just as well. And you are now finished with your bag. This bag I made for my daughter. This one I made with bulky weight yarn. The one that I made for myself, I use super bulky weight yarn, which is more for an adult. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure to like, comment, and share, and definitely follow along for more tutorials by me. Thank you. Happy crocheting.